get this
relationship,
thing
but you act that you even listen to
they fucking hate it. But because of us, that thing, no, this is nice. Can I go out and fuck? But
so
you're right.
And one thing about Lolo, I know that Lola. You go all the way, my friend.
It's nice that you can get anyone, even your type at best. However, that person is attracted to the money.
Yeah, and they can be a headache.
That's
They're
weird.
not loyal.
Because if the cookies were to crumble, tithing.
Second thing that I don't like in a woman. A woman who speaks Tsotsital. Biggest turn off for me. It's that thing.
So you hate me this whole time. He hates me. This whole time. I met the bar last night. You know these girls ain't right. Got her ring on last. Ooh, then that's that. Why give it him when she rather have it? Why give it to the side and it's on her hand? And it's on her hand. These girls bang lawyer. These girls bang lawyer. Welcome to my name is GSL. We're back at it again. Welcome to it in case you missed it. It's GSL. Global Streetz Live, the podcast. My name is Karen. I'm testing number so much Yanko from the ghetto, doing big things in the city. But change it up and switch it up. Call me the one take wonder from the ghetto. You know where I'm going? On my left, which is your aunt. Got the boy. Oh, Jesus, so easy. Who's he on it? I get a picture back. Which usually he's my nizzy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got the crackhead energy today. And to my right, which is going to be your left, at the man who I wish had a less ego. He goes by the name, listen for dope tunes. He goes by the name LSG. On the other episode, like I think 2-3 episodes ago, I called him Mr. Mazamula. And then he went,
shit, I haven't done that in a while.
I did that in the previous episode, quite a number of times. No, it was the other way, friend. Don't pin it.
Oh, okay.
And behind the camera, we got the boy that nobody can see because he's that hot. When you see him, you go blind, whiter than the stress. Get what I'm saying? It's the boy. We call him the Dark Knight. We call him the Batman. When you ask for something, he says, nah, man. Hey, that was dope, right? And he also goes by the name of Gachiso for the babies. Hello, brother.
Hello.
Hoe gaan dat, vriend?
Goed en jy?
Otherwise, my chance. Let's also welcome the VVIP of every show, which is you, the sweet Scott. Yo, with this crackhead energy today. But that's you. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for following our various social platforms. We see it. We love it. Most importantly, we are here for it. And I'm going to say, like I say it on every episode, how about water when they question you, when they're confused? Don't say much. You're a fella. Keep on about. Boma. That's right. That's right. The boys. Simnandi Origanda.
Simnandi.
I like that. You have to join in.
Obvious Valley.
That's some kind of lagging. You know the difference between 5G, 4G, and 3G? He's like the HTML, like the H+. Like obvious.
What do you mean for 3G nearly? No, VJ nearly came here.
No, I think it's 5G, 4G, 3G, 2G, 1G, HTML,
nearly GPRS.
Oh yeah!
Yes, GPRS.
You voiced that guy.
And the contract, no, Opera Mini, and it will flipping load for 2 minutes.
And you would wait.
Forever.
Bruh. You would wait.
Used to wait.
You would wait.
I'm sure people that watch porn back in the days were very patient.
Dog.
Because if paging got so long, imagine the whole video loading.
In case you're wondering, that's not.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I still don't know the knob. Purity is the vibe of my Dress. Vibe check. You know what I mean, man? All the way. But it's not about me. It's not about the boys either. It's about you. And today's episode, we're talking everything that has to do with what we would like to call relationships. So I just quickly want to clear this out with the boys. Guys, is it only romantic or are we going for all kinds of relationships? But I think we're more romantic this episode, yes? Because the previous episode, we were a bit more, kids, family. So I think now, are we going romance? Are we attacking romance?
Yeah.
Are we going a bit deeper? Do you agree on that?
Yeah.
All right then, Street Squad. You heard what the boys saying. The boys run the world. So let's do a thing. We're going to kick it off. And I just really want to just get what the boys think, Just give me nothing hectic, just like a sentence. Not a paragraph, not a stanza, just a sentence. What's a relationship to you?
Shit.
No, don't go deep. Don't go deep. Just...
It is a deep question.
But I want you to be as basic as you can because the trick in that is that the whole show is going to give you an because throughout the episode you're going to paint what a relationship is. So now I just want to brisk, like give them a coming up, like a spritzing and a
So a relationship
sentence. Don't go for a stanza.
It doesn't matter between.
What do you perceive? Like what I want to hear is when you hear the word relationship,
It has to be a sentence.
no, like I'm just saying something. Like don't go in lo.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
So,
It's a.
yeah, like the shots, the CUM shots.
I'll say what forms a relationship for me is people that have common interests and common like for each other.
Okay, there we go. Like that. It's like short and sweet.
A connection between two people who are channeled towards a certain goal.
For you to consider something a relationship, what valve must it spark in your head?
It's a deal.
All right. Street Squad, also tell us what you think a relationship is. And while you do that, just pause the video. Don't forget to like it. Ding, 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 ding.
Likey.
Don't forget to do you know that app, Likey? Like he actually did it like the app Likey. And then you can also share this and tell a friend to tell another friend. Speaking of which, for me, what I think a relationship is just someone being able to feel something like you do. So I'm just going to leave it there. Someone who feels something like you would. So, for example, if an extension cord was to go cut off, you know how if the certain part is damaged, you cut off and then you put a replacement part? That's what I think a relationship is. Someone who's able to fill in your shoes without there being a glitch or without, you know what I mean?
Seriously.
So so in the flow of life, they just keep the things going. Speaking of which, we're going to have a little bit of a few subtopics. And the boys ready to talk on love because the boys are somber today.
Always ready.
I don't know about samba, but we're ready.
The boys are just like, what it, not fit on chop up, or this thinking, like, you're giving me...
Iris. You're
giving me itis. You're high-key giving me itis. But let's talk about, I think to just softly get into it, I just want to know, are you guys, and this is just, I've always wanted to ask you this, but I've always felt like that'd be the right show to ask this question. By a show of hands, and if I raise my hand, just know that I'm raising my hand on behalf of Kagiso. So if I don't raise my hand, it means Kagiso didn't raise his hand, because you can't see him. Do you guys play music when you have sex? 1, 2, 3, quickly, yes or no? If it's a yes, a hand up. Come on, guys, don't waste time.
Play music when you have sex.
Yeah, do you? 1, 2, 3.
Shit.
Oh, he did raise his hand. So you guys have a playlist? Like, do you have like a whole playlist?
It's not a playlist thing. It's just
genre. It's more like genre.
So I like it because you guys are coming just how I like. So do you do it for like any sexual occasion, or is it usually for your significant other, someone you consider your significant other? So does it have to be a person you're in a relationship with, or it's just anyone whose cake you're beating, you go that extra mile for them?
You're exposing us.
for me, it's not that deep. It's just playing music for music. I don't even have to play certain type of music.
In most cases, it happens when the music is already on.
Exactly.
Music can also be Netflix.
You know what makes me laugh about Netflix? Do you know what that thing that Netflix does if you're not watching? Karen, are you still watching? And then that time, she doesn't even know where her eyelash is. You spun it there somewhere. But speaking Then that's crazy. That means you're just nasty. But anyway, tell me, I'm sorry, this is just, this is so perfect. Tell me ways or strategies you used, not now, back when you were still young. Younger than you are right now, because I don't know when you guys broke your virginity, but when you were still new into the Kubamba game, right? The first time you probably like had a girl over or you were over and you were just trying to score. One about 2 times. When you thought you had it, but when you look back and you just like, hey, right? And by that I mean, I think of a moment where the famous pickup line is, you know, like that, those vibes, like the things that you did that you felt like they were working on kapekilo parachute. Or man kugu au duti mo studong sitlo singega you know what I mean? Like, what are those little cute pickup lines you had when you're still new to the game that you look back at now and you're like, yo boy, ow. Or maybe you could feel like, yeah, I still do that today, Karen. Like, I ate that up. I'm the king. I feel like you want to say something.
No, I'm actually still thinking.
Friend, I really thought it's here at the tip of your tongue.
I'm honestly just trying to. I hear what you're saying. To say like a pickup line or a way to, you know, vibrate the panties off.
Because you said your voice does.
Update the hardware.
Let me tell you. At this point, he wants to eject the whole hardware and just throw it. Because Karen, Batung. Should have a lot of Karen Batung.
Karen, number one, specifically me, I've never been a pickup lines person.
No, but I'm saying the first time you knew you wanted to get it, tell me what you did to make sure that you get it. The day where you're like, today, okay, sorry. But like, what is that thing you did? That you knew, I trust this thing to get me this.
Mfana, what's your kokasi, dog? All you need to do is, number one, you don't even have to type of talk. You just say, listen, ekaya beko, ya owner, ngizothenga ama-tennis biscuit ne-cold drinky. Zwakala. And then, because umuntu it works. So, you don't even have to do many things.
Tennis nyana, skolana, nyana.
Because the kokasi, the only thing that works, especially when you're a kid, maybe you're a teenager, you're still in high school, the only thing that's the only time you'll be able to shakansa steady is when at home, Basil. And you just say, listen, yeah, owner.
Oh, because at that point, maybe I also really room come.
Yes. And you still sleeping inside the house in your own bedroom and whatever. Yeah, owner, zwagada. Done.
Yeah. Boys, I think I'm a chair assess cheesy not different. I'm sure when I oyster when 16 or if I steak What is the vibe with you? What is the Rizz game?
The same thing applies. Whether Oko's cheesy or Okokasi, same thing would actually.
I don't think that's how you picked up on girls, friend.
Who, me? No, it's not even pick up. Like, to be honest with you, it's not something I would say.
It seems like the one
was planned.
A movie.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Oh, let me give you a foot massage.
Let's go to the cinema.
He's really giving foot massage.
For foot massage at that point again. But Kiba Rizz game, go to the cinema, a lot of popcorn and they chill. After that,
and he low-key is like that.
and they talk about how cool the movie was.
Oh, by the way, guys, low-key, if you really end up with Witty, you don't have to worry. He will not give you pink Morvite or instant porridge.
Batung Karen.
Wow. It's a serious concern.
Batung Karen.
These boys will feed you. Like, you know that video on TikTok? Who's missing a thing in jail? Who's missing a Morvite? They're pink.
That thing trending. Like,
pink. So I'm just saying my boys are good for it. Like, they got you. You know what I'm saying? Caviar. And the shrimp. I'm kidding. I don't know what else, but he's probably gonna cook even. So romantic.
Most probably.
Yeah, but what did you do then? Don't run away from that.
Yeah, but I think that's why I get it similar, because the first thing that's gonna happen, yes, you're gonna go on a date, maybe go to your movies, maybe pick up McDonald's. And then, like, when you're young, and I'm talking now below 18.
Yeah.
When you're young, you don't have a place, and you're gonna have to wait for the parents to not be available. That's why when I answered, I was like, whether you're at the kasi or you whatever, you're gonna wait for the parents to not be available, unless you've got mula to be like, hey, let's go to a B&B
Go
or a
book,
hotel type of thing.
Have you ever booked?
Kila one. Plenty of times.
Karen is crazy.
One thing about Lolo, I know that Lola. You go all the way. My friend, you literally booked for a hand.
Yeah.
What did you do to
Like, book isn't like a hotel or
Momitang.
I mean, come on. You're asking for so much. Now I've answered your question.
Kaki?
Huh?
We're throwing it to you.
Yeah, same as in Turkey.
So it's not far from it.
No, it's not.
When I get a book.
No.
And
But
it's like
that's
a
about the
single
house
medical
party
book.
hell.
He's cooking, guys. Did you
No,
hear what
because
he said?
you know when you're in school, ne?
At a house party there too, Zaka stayed.
So in
They do.
the burbs also what happens is that most of the time the parents they're at work. That's why bangata bana baya aftercare or batazala di sports and the transport ya lo ba tropa. So what happens ukathola ko bochi hatse batswadi ba fitla ka bo ma 5-6. It's gonna be maybe ka bana the housemaid ka potla bana early one conclude. If we don't bunk and go to G's house, then straight after school they are wakuchi.
Yeah.
So sometimes you don't have to have your rents or batamai. No, you can have a nice state. Next week, LSU talk. Oh, my mother's going to Cape Town. Or whatever
So also the
case
chat
is.
now for me that I want to know, and I'm so glad you took us there. Picking up from there, so like the whole, oh no, my dad is not around, or my mom is going for business in Spain, or whatever. Guys, how do you then? Do they like provide you with like protection in those spaces? Like,
I think at the time we were well equipped with the fact that you needed to use protection. So because you know that Kagiso is having a gig at his place, there are going to be, Amandambazana. So you are going to make that available.
Come strapped.
Mton.
oh, you come ready, like.
come ready.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, no, not to tell uncle.
I don't know.
you
We're
come
at a
ready.
party. It's a house party. You didn't say
Nothing that's
No.
going to happen there is going to be spontaneous.
Exactly.
It's planned.
It's planned.
No,
It's
but what I mean is,
calculated.
it's
Simane leading.
no, libanyana bayet, and we don't do it without you knowing.
Yeah.
You tell, yo, Karen, me and my boys, we're gonna be meeting up at his place. Do you wanna come through with your girls?
Yeah.
Lekai, no, re 4, luna lekai. No, maybe re 5. Okay, ana stress. Oh, mo re tlambatla la motho. Like, it's not that thing, hori.
You wouldn't have to like go deep into thinking about it. Trying
So
to
now whatever,
strategize it.
maybe come
It's
on,
also
my
just part
So
of
basically,
nature.
you pulling out a car and you're just saying, he stole. Agonizer stole. Or stole.
Yeah, Leona Karen is somehow aware.
What's
Well, okay,
he-
this is what's going to be going down.
Thank God I've never been to a house party. That means for you guys to invite girls, you low-key consider them as toggles.
Not
Because you
You
wouldn't.
never consider store.
No, it's not the same. Namani, it's not the same.
It goes both ways, man.
Yeah, it does go both ways.
Friend, please save me.
No, but it's not. He's right because obviously
I said don't make him right. I said save me.
he's right because obviously if the number needs to match and the fact that the number needs to match
Means
if
everybody's got
if
someone.
maybe Bashimani Ababangata and the girls are more, then he's gonna have to go and organize more stuff.
I like that. So let's curve it there and let's expand from there. Because I like how your answers are giving us deeper insight. So let's talk about. So right now the score is 3-1. Right? And what was the criteria for who gets to hit? So for example, there is 2 hands and 3 boys. Who hits first? Like, do you know how, for example, with girls, the criteria is always the hottest one is going to get picked first. And then probably if you're that one, you're probably going to be like, ish, it's about kids, Lord, it's thing like
That
So
way
you're
happens
asking in what?
seldom.
In a sense, Yaure, there's no other stock that can come, or what?
Fedu, listen, in the event that there's 3 of you now and there's 2 of us here, right?
Yeah.
forget that you still have to make a plan. You want to strike now. What is your criteria of the creme de la creme of the hands? Like, what's the criteria of our shanya? Like, for example, I'm the one with the house. I get the finest hand, you know. Because I feel like to some extent, guys already, especially if it's not like your girl, because there's a different criteria to choosing who's your actual girlfriend. But usually, you want the hottest one.
May the best man win.
Yeah, that's how it was. To say whoever speaks well to her, or to the one that is probably being looked at by everyone, is going to be the winner.
I thought like if it's my house, I get the prettiest girl.
Girls also know. You find Karen goes with the intention of Naki Batlachi.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how much game I put. Yana in her head is no. Naki Batlachi.
Exactly.
I don't try to let you offer it to someone else. Karen would leave.
Yeah.
So everyone goes there with a mission at mind of what's going to happen.
Yeah. We just need to even out the ratio.
Guys, can we please find a time machine so I can go back in time? I missed out on so much fun. Friend, do you want to add something there in terms of like the criteria of who matches with who?
You know, usually in those situations, you find, let's say, Rona Riskimsa Huision, right? And then when Aliskimsa, in that setting, there's already one person amongst Kimsachi that likes the other person. They're already closer. And then the others then transfer choose okay, na una kwaka ebe afite kagiso are no wena ka go choose motho wa ka na ke mal ke okay sharp ge re tla bona at the end of the night.
Oh, that's where you like may the best man win. So what does it mean if you're a gent and the numbers were looking good? Marawena, but let's go fast. Are you the joke with the guys? Because usually when the party's about to die down, that's where Kagiso's brushing a thigh, Khuti's brushing a thigh, and then what happens to the one who's not brushing a thigh? Listen, was brushing a thigh there. What happened? And if the numbers were allowing for all of you to brush thighs, what happens to the one who?
I think at the time we were probably just all caught up in whatever that we are in. We wouldn't really care, and even the next day, caring meaning. I don't have time to be laughing at the next person who's not getting. I'm sitting here with this girl that I'm entertaining and that, you know, I'm trying to strike a deal with.
For the night.
For the nights. And then maybe tomorrow, I say, I don't say ring as much. That's yo, mawani type of thing. Then that's when we'll be like, hey, if the other gen is like, no, I should find a naki pampile. You know, it'll just probably be like a laugh, but we're not going to make it a big deal. Well, in my case, in terms of my experience, the Mzansi, we never really made it a big deal. I think maybe at the time we're also just so excited about what happened that we just want to relate our story and just be like, okay, fine, cool. That's what's up.
It's like you tripped and fell. We'll laugh because it's funny, but then it's like,
it's whatever.
It's something frivolous. It's nothing in Kari.
We're gonna be judging you for looking at you.
No. I thought that's what the vibe is. I really thought
the other part of it is that
in fact,
because
achieve your goal
in future. True. Then as I was younger, there were times when never like they would lure me into being with a particular girl that they wanted me to be with.
I got through Paul.
And I was still young at the time. Yeah, I was still young at the time.
It's like a home transfer and introduction.
And they were very supportive.
Like a lead. Like if you do sales, it's like a warm lead.
Back, they would be like,
Oh, I think I can tell boys.
It just looks at each other and Karen, my boy. And it's actually quite a nice guy, eh? So then come, let's go have a walk. Towards G. This is Karen, this is G.
Oh, the thing you're doing with that other person.
Then how fast?
Yes, can't tell it's a thing.
Do you guys need a drink? I'm coming, I'm gonna go get a drink.
Excuse yourself.
I've done
That's another strategy.
If you fail, you can turn out Robert. Kuka ile trupo le no Robert.
Yeah. One turn.
The other thing that I wanted to say is that the other part of if the other guy didn't hit, right, is that because we are teenagers and teenagers are full of bragging.
Yeah,
it's a bragging.
That's why I thought
thing,
the guy who didn't hit
right?
would definitely be thought of as like a woman.
So sometimes it does happen, but not all of us are going to hit. right? However, because it's an ego thing, it's a brain rights thing, even the one that didn't hit will say, I hit.
Yes, yes. In some cases, you get that where people lie. You know what? Just to try and even, yeah. You know what?
That time he didn't get shit.
So, okay.
Keep peer pressure.
Yeah.
And do you think peer pressure influences how women choose who they give it up to?
Definitely.
Yeah.
As we grow, I'm talking past teenage stage. Now I'm just tapping, because if you can notice, I started when you were starting to jola, then the hospital phase is where you start to have the sex, and now move on to a phase where
More
we
adults.
low-key at right now.
Yeah.
Do you think the peer pressure and success has some sort of weight
Definitely.
on like who
Bona
or
this
where-
all the
area
time.
indoda must.
Yeah. Practically.
You find you genuinely like a guy as a span packs boxes because he treats you like a queen, or you the sense
He's
of
just
his
lovely
mind.
to you. Yeah.
But no, when I batla motho a tlo kgona ho rekela a Gucci bag and all
Yeah.
that.
Because
So
of
you-
status.
Yeah.
Yeah, le nna tla nrekela, mara o tla reka ko
So
small.
even like school, it was the same thing. Hore, o rata this soccer player, how about you associate with this nerd? Because he's not
Yeah.
cool.
It's
but you
popularity
wanna
as well.
seem cool.
He's the coolest
Yeah.
kid in school. I want to date him.
People, I think.
If
in
you're a
most
teenager,
cases,
date the
they-
nerd. He's going to be a
confident type of
neuroscientist
thing.
when he's older or a doctor. Be
They
People
smart.
think like that
portray.
all the time.
Must be smart.
They seek validation from other people.
And also, if you date the nerd, someone will help your kids with the physics and math homework. Guys, think for the future. I just think.
Now, as a teenager, you're definitely
Yeah, I
not
don't
thinking
think
for
like
the
that.
future.
You're
You're
about the
thinking
hype
for the
thing.
popularity
Yeah.
and being the
Everybody
person.
wants to be cool at that time.
Okay, so now in this era that we currently in, this is like your early 30s, late 20s. You get what I mean? Do you really feel like as a gent, if your coin game is like on steroids,
Yes.
you're definitely to get any girl you want,
Definitely.
any.
No, you can definitely get any. However,
Yeah, I want that. However, because any is very
you will
strong.
definitely get any. However, you're going to definitely attract girls that can be get or got by anyone that has money too.
Yeah.
Meaning,
So it's great, but
meaning
not
hore-
great.
Yes, meaning hore, because unali wena, because you have money, they can still take that girl from you.
So you need to be very wise in your selection if you are planning to get a woman who you intend to keep.
It's nice that you can get anyone, even your type at best. However, that person is attracted to the money.
Yeah, and they can be a
Ooh,
headache.
that's
They're
weird.
not loyal.
Because if the cookies were to crumble, then she's
Yeah,
out.
she's gone. Yeah.
Damn, I must not burn my hair with these clothes. I would scream. Okay, that's wow. Did you want to add? You look like you wanted to add something. I just genuinely feel like as a girl, you guys are just being like super mean right now because. But also, Kagiso cooked when he said sometimes it's not even about the treatment, because you do get like the guy with the less money who really just does treat you like that guy, but just because he's not going to put up in a GCI, you just like.
The thing is, social media has
Yeah, it is painted a totally different image. of
Unrealistic.
How things should be.
especially to girls that are coming up.
Okay, fine. So let me also touch on this. So let's say you're at a point where you get the girl, and I'd really like for you to answer this like in like full like lengthy. I need lengthy answers from all of you, because this has honestly been like a very big question in my head, as far as men are concerned. So we are together now, and you liked me for some reason, and you actually thought, okay, we could work in a relationship. There's an element in my life that is so confusing. The clingy part. A man can love you but still want his space. How does that work? Please explain it to me. A man can love you, but he's just like, I want to be with the boys, or I just want to read the newspaper, I just want to watch stuff. I want to watch soccer, So usually when it starts, the boy is the one that's running. But once he gets you, because the girl is running away and the boy is chasing. But once I say, okay, then the girl starts running for, and the guy's just like, and even though sometimes it's not that you're like running away, but you just like really just, oh man, like, oh, how can you more persistent, bong texta, bofunga na, mi mengting funge more, bozo drop, manje, why?
Look, So
Where does the switch?
the clingy part, I do understand the clingy part from the girl, right? However, she also needs to understand that there are things or there are times that you're going to need to yourself and to go and spend with your own boys and do your own things. It's a thing ya hore ha ke tswile ke le mo matchiteng re shebeletse soccer at the bar or at the pub re na re shadi beer da the next thing we romela text story when are you coming back.
I care.
I know you care, but while I'm out there, can you also maybe try and find something else to do with your own life too, so that you can also be busy? Because if you're gonna sit there and wait for me, then that's when you're gonna send me those texts.
Yeah, I think it's also it's just something.
There's a
generally,
clingy, but there needs to be a bit of healthy clingy.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
if I'm
just a-
making
But
sense.
what's healthy clingy? That's what I wanna.
generally- That's what I was just about to say. That what he just said now is just generally an ideal relationship or an ideal healthy relationship. That's how it's probably supposed to go. Yes, women tend to be very in their emotions and have more feels towards wanting to maybe be with their person. And I'm not saying that men do not want to be with their partners. And another thing you must also remember is that we as men, I think we're just naturally built on testosterone, and that would just require you to just do something rough out there from time to time. Hang around, not even something rough, but just hang around people who would share the same
Interests.
interest and, you know, also have conversations that are a bit deeper, that are a bit also just a bit wild than conversations I would have with you as my partner,
softer.
which are much softer and I'm more gentle.
And-
so
and
I need to
women-
get a bit of roughness out there in order to maybe just come back and, you know, have that softness for you.
And then
It's like a balance, Anton.
True.
You can't go all soft. You also can't go all rough. So you being in my life tends to maybe balance it a bit. And me having my boys in my life would also, you know, bring it to scale.
that kick.
Yeah.
Oh, nigga, when it comes to activities or things to do, nigga, which is point, women don't generally accommodate. We do what they like your picnic, your spas, your getaways.
Okay.
You guys hardly know what men like. That's why there's this confusion when it's birthday, what do I get him? When it's Father's Day, what do I get him? You guys don't take the interest of learning what guys
man
like.
likes, 'cause it's
Let's
like,
get a carry, come, let's go hiking. Yo, Hana never. Get to Khatala. Hi, no, get sharp. Let's go play pool. No, hi, not get sharp. Then Wakwata LSG is having the time of his life with his boys. Because that's him escaping from whatever pressures he has from the world. He's not running away from you.
So
He just wants to do something where he can escape for that moment.
So, what you're saying, are you saying in the same breath, we are the same people that are limiting our time with you because of our willingness to do certain things with you?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say limiting the time.
Yeah, because I could be spending that time with you if I was.
Sorry, repeat that question.
So, do you think? Because you know how when I'm your girl, I want to live in your skin.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, Karis is something that's very important. It's like, okay, and it adds on to your point because you're like, Ishman, there's certain things that we hate, and not really even cake but some high energy things that just help me
Rough,
breathe.
a bit, yeah. Mhm.
So he says, and even when I try to include you as my woman and I say, okay, let's go hiking. At least I'm toning it down, but it's still high level. So it's sweet for you, but it's also a thing for me or release. I'm just like, oh, but baby, I don't want. Okay, let's go quad biking. Oh, baby, no.
Yeah.
So am I saying, are we also sabotaging the efforts of spending more time with you, basically? Because we want things to be done our way. I want us to spend time, but we're not going to go hiking. We're going on a
Doing
picnic.
what I want us to do practically. Yeah.
And you're just like, baby, I love you, but I can't do this all the time.
Because what we are doing, like he said,
Oh, you guys are good for me. I'm
we are
lucky
bringing
getting
you-
married because of this podcast.
we are bringing you into our world, trying to have you know what we do when we are boys together. So if let's say I'm your partner, I'm chilling with Kagiso, I'm chilling with Lesego. Let's say they are not there. I'm now showing you, okay, this is what I get up to with my boys. So just know, there's other activities that I get up to. Get into my world, get to know me a little bit more. That's why I chose Kagiso Lena to say, women tend to just miss that part. And then we come across as though we are distancing ourselves because maybe there's a lack of, support from you in
So
terms of
for-
supporting
Or interest.
or interest.
Interest
yeah.
of the
To
support.
give you context or an example why I was saying that, when it comes to like what a widower is the male, ne? Widower le eng?
Widow.
It's a widow and a-
widower. Widower is the guy, ne? So what they found, a widow tends, even after the passing of the husband, tends to live quite a happy life because they build genuine relationship with more than one person. So in Katola, they have friends, they have the sister, they have the kids, and all that. Men,
other
once
hand,
the
yeah.
wife dies, they live generally a miserable life.
Yeah.
Because the only relationship they build is with the wife. That's the only genuine relationship they build with.
Yeah.
In most cases, they don't have that thing with the kids. Like if mama, I mean, time they'll still come, mama, right? It's hardly the case when it comes to fathers.
with fathers,
So
yeah,
the
true.
genuine relationship men have, it's with the partner. So okay, let's do this. I'm actually saying, come, let me include you in my world. And when you wanna be seen doing that. So then, okay, let's go to the shooting range. Let's go to a car show. Let's go. Those are my interests. You're not accommodating them because they don't interest you. In your case, if
And when I want to go get a dress at Sephora, you go with me. Yeah, okay.
if we're not about to
That's
a
a
picnic,
word,
I
so
need to be
dresses.
all that. Go reka the flour, go reka the chocolate, go reka egg. And for me, it's like, man.
Okay. You low-key show me that we can be a bit selfish. Okay, not a bit. Like, Dad.
A whole lot.
A whole lot.
Yeah, but I think for me, I'm just thinking, yeah, I can't even defend us. Like, damn. She's squad. Do you think women are unreasonable? These boys were silly, eh? Post the video, don't forget to like it, and then comment, tell us. Do you support the boys' standpoints? You know, do you guys have any specific cues on relationships? Because I have a question. And what I want to ask is it a red flag if none of your friends and family seem not to like your partner? So, I want Lesotho to go first. Do you think it's a red flag if the family's just like, "Ay, ay, 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 let's do that, sakho. Let's delay."
It is. It's an energy thing.
But like, guys, don't you think? Let me not influence
you
the
need to-
answers. I'll say this.
So
You need to ask yourself, all of these people, my friends, my family, they don't know this person from above, but they don't seem to abamaratisisi man, yazi ngesizulu bathi abamphiwanga, you know, and you need to ask yourself, "Horai man." I mean, I would understand maybe if it was from my mom, because my mom, maybe she sees something else. She thinks, "Hoy, wanona yena nkare ke skebere shinyana, and then ngwana ka o lokile nyana." Maybe your mom, because your mom wants the best for you.
Of course.
I know some mama how you do say.
But if it's your mom, your sister, your
I
uncle,
did
your
not
what,
skip it.
and then it's your friends, then you must know, "Hoy, something is off there because the energy is not right." They're
Also,
probably
if it's
seeing
like-
something.
If
or
it's like a
feeling
lot of your
something.
people that don't.
Yeah, they're probably seeing something that you can't see.
I agree with that. Even if it doesn't even need to be so many people, you know. In most cases, people who are in or who are not happy with maybe the relationship that you are in, who are either friends or family who've known you longer, either know something about this particular individual that you are with. They just can't come and say, "Hey, look here, man. I know this person. She has a past, and just stay away from them." They just can't do that. And then it's the aura thing as well, to say there's just some blood that just does not mix well. And hangata, it's very true, because in most cases, people find out after so long, and then it's that thing out, "Hey, dude, now I wanted to come to you and just let you know that, hey, cherry eye sharp for you now. It's just unfortunate that I don't want to come across as that jealous person that's going to come and fuck up the relationship and so on." So I think I think it is something that is there, and that I think a lot of people should question whenever maybe they're seeing, right, man, we'll talk about CC sharp, what's wrong?
What do you
So I
think,
agree
Manolo?
with Lesego.
I'm good. Thank you.
What do you think, Papa?
No, I agree. It can be two ways though. There's a good to it. Sometimes your family doesn't mean they want to see good for you. This girl, I want to Cinderella vibes.
I swear Kagiso understands my thought process. That is exactly where I was going. I was like, what if they think it's a red flag because you're coming with a different vibe to what your family's used? But anyway, let me just
That
let you
happen.
cook.
Let's say we are brothers, and I'm like the black sheep, and let's say everything will good. They'll gravitated towards Hoiti. They plant seeds in your mind.
head, yeah.
And then later on you see, well, actually,
She was really good for me.
she was really good for me. Because I've had something similar, a girl that I worked with, come celebrating Antreta story Sahai. You know what? Even though I'm married now, but I wish things would have panned out different than it
Differently.
was. So family can be quite vile. But yet again, you know how le maratong, love is blind.
throws you,
So there's things that they see that you don't see. After talk drop a Karen Kobona, the Sohomubona, Onai Karen Kuva Koma Kuenjar, Marita food. And then non to Uloba.
I hate that you're making that example because that has been such a catastrophe in my life. But yes.
I understand. So it just depends the dynamic or the relationship you have with your friends and family. From there, you can, if you know throughout they want what's best for you, then you know they mean well.
So when we're talking about those same red flags, man, I think we're about because it low-key spills over to the sector of the pettiest reason why you would break up with someone or not date them. Do you understand what I mean? Because if because you need to understand, and I feel like I'm gonna say it in a very rude way, but just to get my point across. You're not really raised, but you are brainwashed a certain way. The house you're brought up in makes you think and view life in a certain way. So if they paint someone or something as a bad thing, do you know what I mean? You always see it as a bad thing. If Nganyano Naling Tetuk is keberesh, there will always be a keberesh to you. And you'll probably go to moments in your life where you meet a girl with a tattoo and she's the best thing that's ever happened to you. But you will never take it to the top with her because tattoo means like it's keberesh. So what's the pettiest reason that you feel, not only because of your upbringing, but you feel like a petty reason that you feel like you just never date somebody? You go
that's
first.
petty. So.
Yeah, like it's petty.
It's stupid.
It's just like in that point when you try and speak for it, it doesn't seem petty to you because it means the world to you. You can't do it because you know that it's unacceptable. You know, because for example, I might think it's petty that Gaksu doesn't want to date a girl with a tattoo. He didn't say that. He did not say that. But you know, it's just a thing of it means a lot to him. You know, I might think you're petty if you say, "Oh no, I don't have a kid, so I'm not dating a ham with the kid." Sometimes it's because I took time to not have kids because I want to do my thing in a certain way, and but it's not what I want to do, you know. So to me, obviously, it might seem petty because I have kids and I feel like I am dateable. But just like, hey, baba, hey, me, I'm down, keep playing. But the baby, mama did the baby, dating on one side. But the gold, the gold, what thought? Once by the tattoo, one side.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just really want to know, like, what is something that a lot of times you feel is petty, but it's just like, I'm standing on business. I ain't doing this. I ain't dating a hundred. Like, I ain't dating a hand that drinks. Some people are like that. You know what I mean? I'm not. Oh,
A lot of people are
I'm
like
not
that.
dating a hundred to one kwai.
Yes.
Sometimes it's just like, yarr.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
So,
And now that you're making these examples, they're coming.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm so happy. I can't wait to hear you spoil your trial.
so like you have established, Jorge, petty is subjective, right?
Yes, and that's
Petty
very important. That
is relative. So
Yeah.
petty to me might not be petty to you.
Yeah.
absolutely.
So, definitely gold tooth,
No go zone.
le, askis.
What? Both my baby daddies have gold teeth. Well, my ex-fiance has like a star, but he's so sweet. He's just, man, it was a phase. He's
That's the
lovely.
problem about gold tooth. All of them, they put it when it was a phase.
And then now you're stuck with it.
Now you're stuck with it. So gold tooth for me, definitely. You mentioned Khutuba. I don't smoke, especially cigarettes.
Okay, so happily,
them.
is it a
Now,
happy or vape?
happy and everything else it's okay. Even if it's weed, it's okay.
Weed is okay.
Weed is okay.
You are very lenient. I think he's
Cigarettes. Shit.
Cigarettes.
Yes, sis.
Abang Mohammed Naila Panic. Can I please have a camel switch, a 20 camel switch?
Imagine.
Can I have a savannah?
Satse pakwa ida.
Dog. Uyifutela moena.
Hey.
Oh no, look who's talking. Oh no, look who's talking.
But I mean,
And then they're kissing you with that breath.
Exactly. That's another thing.
You
Yes,
shut
yes.
up. You must be very quiet.
Mina.
You quiet.
So- So yes, smoking. Go to
Come back to that.
Go to quiet. Dress code?
nah, dress code. I'm okay with it. Kavela.
Did you have it when you were a kid?
Nah, never.
Gahiso did, I'm sure. He looks like he had a cavella.
Of course I did.
Kavela.
Wait,
No,
wait.
I'm good, guys.
When you're not young, blonde cat December. You know that face?
Nah, she can't be doing that. She's old now.
You don't know. So that's just also...
But yeah, that's just me.
Okay.
Mangna?
Oh, come on, ghost.
Maybe
Fashion sense
I knew he was going to be pedantic.
and smoking.
Smoking what? Okay.
Cigarettes.
Weed?
I don't mind.
Weed?
Yeah.
You guys are so lenient.
weed is not a big deal, dog. Compared to cigarettes,
Guys, that's one.
Not
they're not the same.
They're not the same.
Guys, dina le mokgo, dina le stench, di a tshepiwa, di a tshwana.
Nah, cigarettes is worse, dog.
Dress code, please.
Can you
Expand.
specify
Yeah, like
the
expand.
dress code? Which one?
Like, what are you talking
You
about?
wouldn't
Like,
stay.
what are you pedantic about? Like, I don't like a woman that shows boob.
She mustn't be like skimpy. Like, aska para, more especially if kumotwaka, like, utra para, no man, abe presentable.
No, man, boo. Say the mean things, because you can see he's...
Presentable is subjective.
Yeah, so I'm like, boo. You're not gonna wear something that's below your knees, like boo.
4
You're not
fingers
gonna
above the knee.
Yeah, like come on, at all. Like tell it's your truth. Tell it.
Like if I apere hore if unable to baba whole present,
Okay, there we
she
go.
would still be
Comfortable.
comfortable and presentable.
Yeah.
Babo, not for every 2 seconds to toss a skate because
Okay.
it's so high. How watch Iva Kappa Hunter Walker so the ass cheeks there go classic. No, like I be presentable
Oh, how about the shabota?
Yeah. Basically.
practically.
Okay.
So for example, when I LSG, let's say Untonai the mother of your child, higher parents meeting.
Ufuna abe nesithunzi. Ufuna umuntu
At the end of the day,
onohloniphekayo.
kuthiwa how we represent away.
Okay.
Habamshebile usiyo babona wena.
Yeah,
How shame and shit, so Kagiso.
So bamubona kumole ubhizi uthweke cigarette so blowing in people's face. Babona wena.
Yo, guys, I can see for cigarette by say, but she went podcast era. Ah, at least cigarette. Ah,
No, babona you like now it's a thing now. La ya kuri klapong odindawo. La rekile savana ke. O le tshela ka tlase. The thing ya hore okay fine. Nana asa tshwere bottle so sa isipa so.
how?
Saitwere score. Skangoto. Which house?
There's a problem when she's drinking her Benini or her Bruto from the bottle.
It's a size. It's a certain size. You can't.
That's
be
why,
holding
like, because
dumpy.
guys, you can't
I
be
mean, not
pedantic
dumpy.
about someone drinking a 275 in a bottle. That's like, do you know what I mean?
That's how my kind of caliber person you work with. What's among na mutu?
No, that's what we're trying to establish from you. Like, what is your limitation? Like, this is too big for you to be drinking it out of a
Don't matter.
bottle.
Be a lady. Be that person who one represents her in a good and respectful way. Because if the tables turn, I'll be doing the same for you.
Okay.
Be classy.
Okay.
He was very spot on about. I cannot wait for what Khwiti has to say. He has been dying to. He said he has a whole list. Shucks, shabba. He has a whole absence list. Girlfriend, let's rock
I
the
think
world.
the first things first, guys.
Ha batla ngwanyana sa ro ba leng kgae.
Cleanliness. Ne?
Oh no! Guys, let me tell you, he
And
literally has a
scent.
lint roller. Oh, these are all the things he is. By the way, he's not being inside. He has a lint roller. He literally has like, he smells like money all the time. So, okay, these are things you're bringing to the table. So,
Cleanliness and scent is like a no-go for me. Like, if you can't have those, then it's chai. Like, I'll see you the first time, I'll be polite enough, but after that, it's over.
So wait, when you're saying
Second thing.
polite enough, how do you signal to a ain't done? Normally,
I don't like. Yeah, normally, I don't. Normally, you see, the thing is, it's mostly probably going to be seen on the first date.
But my chat is what I'm trying to establish here, because I really want to get a clear picture.
Okay.
Do you have a problem with me smelling like my hoity-toity and my Nivea? Or do you want me to smell like a niche brand or just smell
No.
good?
I'm talking now extreme to say smell. Okay, fine. Your Nivea is fine. Just don't have a body odor that's just not pleasant. You get what I mean? That's what I'm referring to. And label clean, fella. Just be clean. You don't necessarily have to have perfume in order for you to be clean and smell okay. So I'm against hongahampe. That's what I'm against. Like,
Okay. Okay. I get you. Like chapa, like don't be unkempt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look appetizing.
Second thing that I don't like in a woman,
No. Okay.
a woman who speaks Tsotsital. Biggest turn off for me. It's that thing out.
So you hate me this whole time. He hates me. This whole time.
We are not gonna. No, I'm saying a woman for me.
Karen, sit your ass down, man.
How about the Vandala rest?
It's a no go.
Arashota, baby.
Yeah, it's a no go. So self-respect. It goes back to dress code. What you just said, Linda. I'm very picky when it comes to dress code. Like, I feel like if we go para something stepezana, you're giving me the attention that I don't want, that I don't like. Because whoever's going to be looking at you will be looking at you like you're a meal. And I don't want to be associated with that meal that they are looking at. You get what I mean? It's either your meal, my meal only. But if we're going to be sharing this brochure, whatever the fuck it is, then fuck it, let them have it.
Also,
Also, if it's like
unnecessary
a
comments.
side, that's fine.
Also,
You see, the thing is, it's going to
comments.
come with looks. You can't have a ovale cherry morning. It's motore matso. Kibo.
Little comments. What are the feta? You pega
You know
letha
what, ne?
dog.
You hate that.
Yeah,
Yo,
there's a difference
it
between
is.
Oshaba's fatlejo out of, yes, that girl is pretty. Then Oshaba body elenkamot la secha jean, le body elenkamot la secha skirt. You get that one? There's a difference. Amatanga satsuile that thing yore abashebi ore, you know, mutomund abashebi or shit. If I could, I would. I don't want that.
I told you he's got the absence list. I really told you he's got an absence. He's got.
Bring them.
Yeah,
So this one is it may be a little unfair, but I'm a nails, toes type of finicky, you know?
Hey!
So if those aren't on point,
Wow.
make a plan to get them on point.
Yo, these boys hate
Because
me.
if
Today
they
they're just I officially know that I'm not my co-host type. None of that.
No,
I'm
Karen.
just on zero. They're all, you know what hurts? They're all talking about things that are wrong about me.
Karen.
I'm just kidding. I just want you to feel bad.
So yeah, it's that. What else?
And they can live without them, because if they can love me and they still
Oh,
offer
and
them,
another thing for me, an attention seeker.
Yes.
what does that mean?
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
you even got a gong sound because of that.
Exactly.
Yo, an attention seeker.
What is, thank you, my baby? What's an attention seeker? Because it's relative as well. It's very subjective.
Yeah, it
What's
is,
an attention
actually.
seeker? Like a girl's gonna go,
Validation from people.
Yes.
I wonder if you're at a club and you're enjoying yourself. And I can tell you, it's a mochaiva, baby. It's you.
It's fine.
But an attention seeker. So when I go Instagram, it's a body cleavage. How much I fed?
Yeah, the Jenny's like, how these boys hate me.
I want a group of boys. I feel that I said to
Yeah.
walk say change.
Say change.
Saba all juang.
Uriri.
Washeba if
Gila
batho
one.
ba shebile.
Ba bona gore le ba tswana shi bona go tse pisa tsa tse ke di etsa e yona ka jeko ke come
Washeba
for
batho ba mshebile. Wena ha o le restauranteng ha go tshwara nama ha o ka letso a o jetsa fuck like
Fucking knife. Yeah, she changes changes for people.
I know the reason it's a big red flag. They wouldn't mind fucking over for someone who can give them more attention.
Better.
Or
Exactly.
anyone can
better.
give them the validation that they need.
Yeah.
They're basically saying, oh, you're not enough. I need more elsewhere.
And also falling is a problem now.
Fucked up.
To also add, Linda, Wabona, Ibile, probably this is the first one in my list. An unkind person.
Yeah.
Like, are we talking unkind in the sense that, like,
Muthu
they're
utlo-
rude to the waiter,
Dog,
like that kind of...
Utlo chika kesha yabata, chike waiter yabata, just for a small anyana mistake. Now, so it's a scene.
Megan's right.
Mfana. It's the first one.
I like that. I like that. Like the person that would, like half it sorry ma, like or just wait for a nice signal to pass. Like give the same respect to the janitor that you give to the CEO.
Yeah.
We need yours, by the way.
Oh my God, no, this is about you guys.
No,
The pettiest reason that I wouldn't date someone.
at break.
No, you know, guys.
She wasn't prepared.
The thing is, it's just gonna unearth so much. In you know what? If I'm gonna be honest and like be completely,
Just be honest.
yeah.
Don't
If
worry
I were
about
to be
many
honest and
things.
completely vulnerable, I probably might get judged for this. But like,
We're also gonna get judged.
yeah, well, not as much as I am about to get judged. But like, so for me, right? I only understand it literally now. But like at first, I really was the kind of person who believed that any standard I have to work against it. And I'm only realizing now that was so stupid.
What do you mean work against it?
So if I was a person who would intentionally go beneath my standards because I felt like I was stuck up.
Okay.
I regret it.
Okay.
I was just like a person who I don't care where you come from. I don't care what you have.
Too accommodating.
I don't. Even if you have a gun, even if you smoke, even if you are crazy, and I think it's because I did that, and at that point I didn't understand. I thought it's a good thing to do because at that point I was such a rebel and I'm such a hothead. I felt like people are missing out on a chance to love me because they only look at who I am from the outside, but I'm such a great person. And I now decided to be the person that tries to find the best in everyone. You know, because I just felt like, oh no, but people are misunderstood. Oh, like be kinder, Karen, you know what I mean? And like the truth of the matter is, it's only now I'm just like, I actually should have stuck to my standards, but now it's even worse because when I had the opportunity to have the standards, I dropped them because I felt like I wasn't being accommodating. And now because of the things that are happening in my life, I just feel like it's also not fair to have standards because I have a lot of heavy things that people have to take if they decide to be with me, which is also one of the reasons I'm just like, honestly, I if I'm honestly being like vulnerable and like really, really true, I'm not in a space where I want to be with anyone, whether it's like a fling or anything. I'm terrified by the thought of being with someone. And I think it's because of the amount of baggage that I carry. I'm not saying that there isn't anyone who couldn't love me with it. I just don't want anyone to. I don't expect it from anyone. So, but if I'm just being shallow and just making jokes about a petty reason why I wouldn't date someone, sure. But the truth of the matter is, I don't mean the things I'm going to say. I'm just joking. But generally in life, I genuinely don't think because of the things I'm going through, I'll be able to share my life with anybody. And not because I'm saying they don't have the capacity to take it. I'm unable to live with being able to fully trust someone to understand and be there and stay the course. I'm not expecting that.
So it's at this moment.
But what
It's
is the
something.
pettiest
Do you think it's
reason
something?
you wouldn't take someone?
Yes.
It's
I've
because
been with
one,
you.
bad breath.
Okay, it makes sense.
Oh, bad breath.
How are you going
to Sorry. Like bad breath for me. 30 years. Kono. Here. No.
Sticky with Mickey.
There's no way. Like,
so scary. Why you have to paint such a
Hey,
vivid
bro, I'm
picture?
sitting here. I'm fucking, you know.
and yeah, so it's bad breath, it's bad ears, and I just generally let's see.
Go ENT you. Shut up and go.
Oh no, I love picking my man's nose. I'm such a sweetie, no. Maar it's every day, but no, it's not those things. I'm Peter underwear. I'm not doing that. I'd rather not wear it, dog. I'll understand. You're not gonna wear yesterday's khammer today.
Yeah, no.
Like doing
That doesn't make sense. That's
don't repeat
crazy.
an underwear. Or
Part of
just,
hygiene.
rather just don't wear it. You know what I mean? Someone who's wearing at a go more than 3 bands, you're fucking crazy.
Okay.
If you're wearing more than 3 bands at a go, you're fucking mad.
And that are highlighted.
Like, shut up.
okay.
Yeah, and I also hate people that wear pronounced
Prints.
label. Unless it's like a
Slogan.
thesis, like a local gassy thing. Those, honestly, they have to be pronounced. But if you're someone just like all the, depends. Maybe if we're jogging or if maybe it's just chill. But seriously, no. You have to know how to dress. If you are my man, you have to be number 1, and the least you could do is be number 2 in the room for best dressed at all times. You need to be the, and that's me telling the truth.
Shit.
Like, my man has to look good all the freaking time. Your hair has to be cut the whole time. Your beard has to be trimmed the whole time. You need to smell good the whole time. If we were together in the house, yeah, you're a little red. It's fine. I understand. You're a nyaupe. You can be nyaupes in the house. But when we go out
there.
yeah, I'm sorry. Absolutely. Yo, and there she is. And it eats. My name eats. What's this? I will not date someone who cannot speak proper English. You don't know the difference between on, at, can, and may. Ungalasi mixity, unaliteti, unkwela mas. No, there's absolutely no way I'm dating a guy who's gonna.
Yeah, the texting part of it and writing your HUD and whatever. That
No,
is
I write HUD sometimes, but like, you need to know how to spell. Like, for example, if I'm in school and I quickly need an essay written and I'm busy, I need to be to believe in you, to do things like I would. Yeah, like, it doesn't have to be great, but and there she is. My name eats, and I want nothing wrong. How to be like high panicking? Hangar ko na exclamation mark. How it's maybe what exclaimer.
Not even. Unwala email to skolo ukwatilo why ba felisa ngwana hao. Eva wabo just by email we draftile we you see
At
why
this point, we got a discount for when I talk in a class because ngwana a tshole support. And then I think also one of the pettiest reason. This is like very low-key secret, but I would not. Ideally, one of the pettiest reasons why I wouldn't date someone is if they drink a lot.
a lot as in every weekend.
You drink a lot as in a month. You drink more than 4 times, and like I mean, lost. Like there's a person who just like
you
I don't.
drink to be drunk.
And also there are people that get drunk, but they're okay. Like I just hate someone who's sloppy drunk. I hate a sloppy drunkard. You know what I mean? And I hate someone who is addicted to something and is not trying to get over it. Like you're just okay with the fact that you're a sloppy drunkard when you cannot conclude with that kids.
Yo.
Like I'm okay with I'm not a very fussy person, but like whatever you're addicted to, just like because like for example, I've dated guys that smoked, but I didn't know that they were smoking. That's how pimped they were. You know what I mean? I would literally date a guy who before Akena, but I can't tell. And I literally had to see him smoking one day. Months into the relationship, I was like, "You smoke?" It's like, "Yeah." I'm like, you couldn't even see the lips.
Because clean.
Wow, like why you talking about me? Like, you know what I'm saying? And another,
there's people like listen muchaketi in high. He would excuse himself by balcony or outside a little. I think to arrive in my house, not it too. No, they'll wait until they reach the destination. But to be exciting later.
those are like things. And then I wouldn't date a guy with an Android. God, I have an Android myself. I'm kidding. One of the pettiest reasons why I wouldn't date someone as well is if they. I'm so sorry to say this, and this is the first time in my life where I'm actually saying this. At first, it's not a big deal, but I've realized that I'm lying to people when I say it's not a big deal. Because I've realized that it's always been a hindrance in all of my relationships. If someone has a fond, heavy love and respect for ancestors, I can't date you. And that's because I'm okay with you believing in them, but if we end up together, you're going to need me in those rooms and I don't want to be there. You get what I mean? It's the same thing that Kakiso once said when we were having an episode, and he's like, I'm a Buddhist and you are what? We get married. What religion is that child going to take? You know what I mean? And so I think for me, I used to date those people, and I'll explain. I used to date those people because I don't have a problem with the fact that you believe in ancestors. I don't have a problem. But now it becomes a problem. Now you are forcing me to go, but I don't want to. I don't believe in but I respect.
But if you marry into him, it's not a force. You're supposed to be part of it.
I don't want to. And that's what I'm saying now.
So I think it's a good thing that you wouldn't want to be part of that person from the beginning.
From the beginning, yeah.
That's the whole reason why I'm a Muslim. Eh? Whether you're marrying the girl or the son, you'd have to convert because of such problems. Or how turn to a mosque. But if how can believe on the ancestors? You need to be present.
Not me, child. I always shout at people for not putting their phones on silent. But yeah, like it's that kind of vibe for me as well. Like I really realized that I kind of downplayed. I really downplayed my because for me I just feel like it's a big lie to who I am. You know, I'm compassionate, I'm loving, I really am understanding, but it's something that honestly is a big deal for me. And so
I have an ask for all of you guys. What do you think is the biggest?
Oh look, I hope you're sitting there. Hi, Tomon, Uloi. I'm very pedantic. Yeah, no, I'm very pedantic. But I'm also loving. That's like I said this because I'm kidding. But chances are, if I fall in love with you, I forget that I didn't like this. It's only when you start irritating. Even I know
It's crazy.
I think you've said that on every episode. Like, so that's how I am. When I fell in love with you, I couldn't notice it. But most on again, like
Yo, imagine
no, guys, I'm a very mean lover. I'm not. I don't wanna lie. I make mean jokes, and I'm not always proud of it. But at least I'm being honest. I'm sorry.
I was gonna ask you guys, what's the biggest self-sabotage people tend to do in relationships? Because sometimes people don't break up because they hate each other. Is that the only way you sabotage whatever good relationship you are in?
Are you saying sabotage as in sabotage? Getting into relationship or sabotage getting out of relationship? Meaning,
like
are you saying
you're making the relationship not work? Like we're saying.
Oh,
you know,
in
like
the
relationship.
relationship.
Okay. And I think I want to go first because you just sparked a light bulb. Or were you
No. I wanted clarity.
I think I'm one person who has been that kind of person in every relationship I've been in. Like, I don't remember ever being once. It was once where I was dumped, but I always break up out of relationships, and in retrospect, everyone feels like Karen is not a big deal. You should just break up with him because he didn't put his toothbrush in his toilet paper. Karen, like I'm just that one person who, and I only understand now also, you know, because I'm taking time to like realize that I just really, I was raised in a house where, for example, when you do something wrong, hell breaks loose. I wasn't taught how to escalate emotions and de-escalate emotions. In my house, if you do something wrong, my mom would just take a bottle and hit you in the head. Like, quick, fast. You know, do it, you quick. You don't fucking have time to say, no, baby, you don't do that.
Why are you making mom sound like PDD vibes?
No, like she was just really, and I also understand, because she was overwhelmed. Like, there's us, she's not doing well, all our dads are not there. She just had a lot to do. So I say something once, you keep on doing it repeatedly. You know? So for me, I was not taught how to de-escalate. So because I don't know how to de-escalate my emotions, if you do something that really hurts me, I shut down and I break up with you and I stay away from you and I avoid you. That's in friendships, that's in romance. If we have something that you honestly feel like we could fix, as long as, like, even till today, I have people that I'm no longer friends with because I said something and they misunderstood me and I never spoke to them ever again. They didn't do anything wrong. I just don't know how to fix it. So I just walk away. So it really is like sabotage. Okay?
Communication.
Yeah, I because I wasn't taught to communicate me. My mom didn't communicate. To do something, that's her communication. You're never going to do that again.
Besides the violent aspects, people hababu. Because sometimes you guys might be on the same point. Do you know what I mean? Like girlfriend and boyfriend might be on the same point. But how it's communicated is not on the same thing. Ne? Oh, yo, I had such a rough day. Yo, manager was on my neck. What did you do?
That is so my bad. That is
you
so
find
my
he's
bad.
literally concerned when you're not big. You try again the next day. It's gonna be alright. But then he wants to find solutions. What did you do? What did she do? Why no set us so? Then you feel like Hoyt is not listening to you.
Yeah,
But
he's not on your side. Yeah.
He is listening. He's just trying to solve it. Then you don't want a
resolution at the time. Yeah.
You want someone.
I just want to
listen to you.
vent.
Yeah, you want to vent and you want someone
That's
who's
why-
going to be on your side as well.
The psychologists are natural. 80% of people when they come to you with problems, they just want you to listen. They already know what the solution is. So
They just need to wait off. Like, can I just release?
Shut it, yeah.
And then I know what's best.
yeah, I don't like it when you do this. You keep quiet. You're only gonna raise the things you don't like.
The law, not true.
Just like when Ocho, only Halilwana to realize you're a fuck.
Yeah, and that usually does more harm than good, if we're being honest. But
Don't understand.
for me also, like, especially when it comes to like things like, and that's why I can't communicate. It's because I wasn't raised by people that communicate. You know, if you do something wrong, you get punished. I don't say, so the punishment is the punishment was the communication for you to never do that again. You understand? My dad would be like, oh, Dad, I got 100%. He's like, "Ukopile mang. I come back with 99%. Where's the one? You come back with 98. I've always knew how serious. You know, there's never a point where he says, well done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was just raised by people that just didn't communicate and never clapped. So in a way, it's just like, I don't know how to regulate. Really, for me, anything healthy would be very difficult. For me to have a functional relationship that will go the ages, it's someone who will have to be patient enough to understand that I need to be reprogrammed and basically reparented. You understand?
PTSD.
Yeah, like a lot of it. And
So that's why this other guy, Nacho Ari, before Onyala, know the family structure where your girl grew up. Because you're going to understand the bulk of her. I mean, Njolo essentially gave people just acting to be the right person.
facts.
That's why a lot of people get divorced. Because now
They're living with each other. Yeah.
breakfast some days Karen have at all.
You know, funny
Early
you say
days.
that because yesterday, the Uber driver was telling me, I'm fine. Or Kifeto Latangwan, Kivalian, I'm fine. You know what? Nangwana, Aksabat Langwana li a regular girl. Sekwatlo bona ho motho o tswa mo legaeng le jwang and a batle le ngwanyana o tswang ko like una le a background ya poverty because I'm going to deal with a lot there. I have experience and aksaba batla banyana bao. So now before we even make things serious, I just need to go kolona kilo bona gore dintshang with alang.
Sure.
And then I can make my decision to be serious with you. Because you deal with a lot. Sometimes you have a kid with this person, the next thing, wabona gore le khuntsha chelete for ngwana yi, nkare mfana they're now counting on you.
Yeah, practically everything.
They're now counting on you. They now like nkare u cash cow now.
Sex selling killer children. Value about cash cow.
So nanjo etsa mfana are mfana na I'm done. It's either what you don't even have to be rich. Just be on the same level as me.
Yeah.
Who tolerate the same amount of money as me, but don't be below. Because only below, yes.
Sometimes there are people that get way less, but they just know how to manage their finances.
Sometimes it's not even about finances. That's why a single parent household is a problem for both sexes. Because Khoiti doesn't know how to treat a woman. Hasalwana sawita bos kebere.
When I got it, I was just like, you fucking scared.
Fucking told.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's that thing, Yahuri. House on 9-1 aliena. But to prioritize a whole rather than making sure the child is well taken
Sorted,
care of before alone.
There's some other guys that buy new sneakers over making sure the child has milk.
Yes. Such people, I can guarantee you, most of the time they grow up without a father. So now it plays both roles. Like when I Karen, before committed to a guy, you must see who how does his father treat the mother? If there's no mother, how does he communicate with the mother and the sisters, then whatever, and vice versa.
But you guys, actually, in the next 10 years, do you see yourself getting married? Don't overthink it. Just
I definitely do believe in getting married, so I'm definitely gonna get married.
You see yourself?
I definitely will.
Tying the knot?
Definitely.
Tying the knot?
Yeah.
Damn.
Actually, you didn't expect that.
Yeah, I'm actually so happy at how healthy you guys are.
That's the ultimate goal of a guy as well.
Guys.
Yeah. It's not a common thing of guys about to be a bachelor forever.
Eventually.
It's not something
Friend.
that. For Lola, like Lily Banyano, I want to get married to Prince Charles. I want to get married to. Oh, now we know who it's an ultimate goal, Lord. What else, Coach?
It's like
I get it, I'm
It's cheaper.
Let's close the show.
I'm just being honest. Like, I need therapy.
No, trust me, you do.
I got what do you think? Post-traumatic stress disorder, nah?
PTSD,
Yeah, no, I need wow. Cause like wow. But in closing, just to wrap this up, speaking about relationships, what's that one thing that you feel you wish you knew? And this is me taking on the plethora of experience you've had in your 30 plus years of life, you know, whether it be how to resolve conflict or what I wish I stayed away from or what I wish I did more. What's that one big lesson you've learned in love that you are applying now to going forward?
In
The
relationships?
question, in your relationships, romantic, platonic, doesn't matter.
It's to stay away from crazy girls.
Oh, I'm gonna be single forever. You wanna expand, or do you feel like that's it?
To stay away, to to believe the craziness when you see it for the first time. That's it.
I don't know why he's still sitting here because I showed him the first day we met at Wintry that I'm crazy. It's good.
For me, communication.
I really think that, guys, that's so important for a relationship.
It's very important. And I'm one person, I make it introspector. Or even when I was talking to one of my ex a few days ago, I'm not one to communicate.
You talk to your ex?
Shit, you talk to your ex?
Hey, bro! Thank you. I thought I was being nosy. I'm like, what the fuck? You talk to your
No, on texty, I understand. I said it was that thing. So I ended up asking her, where did we go wrong? Or where did I go wrong? And you understand the abu. It's also like a point of self-reflection for me to understand. So it was that type of engagement. And she wasn't the only person in that treasure. A lot of people do say that.
Bye. You don't communicate.
I don't communicate. Like if I'm going through problems, get all I feel, and you think everything's just fine. Only after caring. And it's like, yo, bro, this actually was happening. Ah, what's up, boo? You understand? So it's no type of things.
Do you trust easily?
For me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Okay.
No. So I also don't like someone who can communicate.
You don't like yourself, innocence. It's like, I'm kidding. Just being an idiot.
That's why our opposites attract. If ukwatile no athula.
Singaba bothulani,
Now I can
thulisile.
understand ukwateting. And then kasungcingi Karen Wallen. What's the problem? Hi next. Fuck. Salary needs to have.
Asidi muzi, labi.
So I'd like to say, you know what, KG, I can write it today. So then you tread carefully. Oh, I didn't like what you said. So then I know what to do. Because sometimes the guys are just TV and I know what to do. I'm making it a no. But I can say what it is.
You know, guys, it's okay. Khwiti, before you speak, everything that you guys are saying, you've learned and you love and you need in relationships are things I don't know about you, and I'm in relationships with all of you. I don't mean it like that. But what I'm trying to say is
Polyandry.
You know, and I'm saying this because everything that ticks you guys off seldom ticks you off with me. And I think you guys are making me realize how beautiful it is to have a platonic relationship with someone before you get romantic with them. Because if you're platonic, you cut the bullshit. You're the piece of shit from the beginning, and they already know when they, because like things like I've never I'm crazy and crazy ticks you off, but it's a crazy you know, and it's a crazy you're accustomed to. You know what I mean?
That's why a lot of relationship that started as friendship, they last longer.
Yeah,
Going straight into a relationship.
Because you know each other already.
Oh,
You know
I
each
feel
other. We didn't pretend because we might not necessarily had that interest in each other in the
Yes.
beginning. We're just friends, and then somewhere along the way, we just decided, hey man, we get along very well.
We do this
How
life
about we
thing.
just get this life thing
Relationship,
going?
but what act that you utlwa motho sa mamela rock
lot,
etsa so. Then I go there and even listen to
Kanako,
rock.
they fucking hate it. But because with us, that thing, oh no, this is nice. Kanako, I should fuck. But
So
you're
just
right.
if you're
And then they are kwatile. Le masipa
Yeah,
gago.
mara tsero dula rasitse mo. Rasetsa.
So what are the things that you've learned, friend, that you're taking forward with you from that moment till now in love?
Generally, and I think it's across relationships in general, but yeah, I'd say the balance of patience.
Oh, friend.
The balance of patience and me giving and me, how should I put it? Me giving the patience and me feeling like I'm giving too much and not giving. So saying the balance of patience, saying there are times where I felt like I was too patient, and I was not supposed to be that patient. You get what I mean?
Hey, nyazi.
You cooking, dog. Continue.
Yeah, no, continue.
And then there are obviously times where I felt like, okay, maybe I should have been a little bit more patient. Yeah. So that's patience with me. The balance of
That's
it.
a deep one. I never thought of it.
That's crazy. I hope I'm not. You guys wrapped it up. I'm good. I'm not being. Now we good. I think that was beautiful, man. I think that wraps up our episode. You guys gave really insightful information, and I have to say, the last time these niggas were ever this serious was probably in episode 1. Like today, they were in their bag. Like they were in their bag.
Maybe because how not whiskey and gin and wines on the table. Yeah.
Yo, no, today guys like le makhurot money.
Don't discredit that.
No,
Don't
like
discredit that.
makhurot man, like you were thinking. Like also besides the whole like you're not intoxicated.
Yeah.
You guys like you really brought yourselves out today. I don't know, maybe it's because like we're
talking, we're talking.
love.
Yeah.
But you guys are like really like just coming out of your shell, and you're being a bit more vulnerable. And I love that for you. You know, I think me, if there's anything that I've learned till this day that I'm taking forward in platonic relationships, because romance is the work of the devil, is this learning to realize that time is fleeting. You really don't have time. And because of all the things that I've endured, I've just also realized that it's very important to... Now I understand why boys don't trust from the onset. Now I understand why people don't trust easily. Because, just trusting people at eyesight or eye value way. And that was it, man. Tell us what you thought about the episode. Tell us what your love experiences are. We'd love to know. And also, if you feel like there are... topic suggestions that you would like to see us handle, because we have special episodes that are tailor-made to tickle your fantasy and to make you happy or set you crazy, like Kagiso's rock playlist when he's in a new relationship with Natalie van der Merwe. So if you feel like there's something, please don't be afraid to DM us.
Holla
We love
back.
to hear from you. Tell us if you got any suggestions for content, if you want to rock with us, if you want to meet us, anything that is on your mind. Trust me, we're a crazy bunch. If it doesn't hit one of us, it'll hit all four of us and we'll find a way, okay? There's enough crazy here to figure out what you were saying. And like we say every other week, we love you. God bless. You know what we're going to say? Same time, same place. And that is the kind of thinking that's going to get you into heaven. And in thinking in synchrony, let's say it. We are
out of here.